Hello everyone, Jack again, Tailor-Made for Fly Fish. I've come out today with the idea of finding a rising fish. And I found one. It's only risen twice in an hour while I've been waiting. It's gone quiet, there's less flies coming down, so before my chance goes completely, I'm going to get a fly over it. I am using the small streamline from Tailor-Made Fly Fish on a zero stretch core. There's no memory. It's a very delicate fly line for this style of fishing. It's got a 27-foot head. The colour changes at 27 feet, which shows you the most amount of line you can carry. But if you want to fish distance, you can shoot line into it, no problem. It's also got a spade taper, so in tight spots you can roll cast a spade cast and it'll get you out of trouble. But yeah, I'm going to cover it even though it's gone quiet, but it's the only feeding fish that's taken flies off the surface I've seen pretty much all year. So I'm going to start off on this inside seam, and with any luck we can get it to come up and take. There we go. First cast. It's a nice fish. Really nice fish. Get it on the reel, this one. This time of year you've got to be careful you're not fishing for out of season brown trout. And a telltale sign of a rising fish being a grayling is it can leave a single bubble after it's risen. But yeah, really nice grayling, this one. On the very first cast. Don't want it to get downstream of me, which it's trying to do. And I think it's time to get that one in the net. Stunning fish, first cast. Once you see rising fish at this time of year, the first cast is everything. Let them settle down in the net a second. You don't want to handle them when they're trying to fight you. Barbless hook straight out. Still a little bit lively, so we'll give him a second. This is the first properly rising fish that's been taking flies off the surface I found this year. And luck was on my side because it only took one cast. As always, make sure you wet your hands. Keep the fish over the net. And how about that for a stunning grayling off the surface? We'll get him straight back. Off he goes. Yeah, this time of year, that first cast is absolutely everything. The feeding pattern probably isn't normally fast and furious this time of year, but that first cast, get it right, present it well, and as you can see, we got it. But that was most likely spooked the pool. The zero stretch core makes dry fly fishing a little bit easier because it's direct strike. You're hooking the fish. You can set the hook straight away because there's no stretching the fly line. But yeah, first cast, and I couldn't be happier. We'll go and find another one. I spotted another fish that came up, but it's not been up since. There's a few midge drifting down over it, but it seems to be ignoring them. But I do want to make a cast, so what I'm going to do is use a fly with a slightly bigger profile. which can sometimes bring them up if they're being a bit fussy. But yeah, I call them oncers if they only come up once. But hopefully. We can see if we can get it to come back. Quick change of temperature seems to have slowed it down. I'm not in the river. If you don't need to step in the water, you're probably best not doing. Just make short, control casts. It doesn't seem to want to come back. Was a very aggressive rise. Dry the fly off a little bit. Oh, sugar butties, I missed him. That was a perfect rise as well. Didn't feel the hook. I'm hoping, I'm praying it'll come back, which it should do. There we go. Oh my God, missed it again, lightning fast. Looks like a nice fish, that one as well. How's the fly looking? Fly looks okay. Yeah, sometimes if you go up slightly in the profile of fly, it can make them a bit more interested. We'll cover it again. Third time lucky, hopefully. Got a little bit of drag on that cast. There we go. I wasn't going to miss him for a third time. Nice grayling. Smaller fish. Always wet your hands. Over the net, wouldn't have been any danger. Straight bag. And off he goes. A little bit trickier that one, wasn't it? Yeah, sometimes if they're being a bit picky with fly choice, but on a fly which profile is slightly bigger on the surface, and yeah, it can often give them a good reason to come up for a bigger meal. Well, that's it. I can't find any more rising fish. I've found 2 fish, managed to land them both. At this time of year, you cannot ask for more than that. It's only the 3rd week of February. One thing I'll say is this time of year, don't put too high of an expectation on your days fishing, because it can still be very, very slow this time of year. But if you can go out, it's middle to late February, you find 2 rising fish, you land them, the sun's shining. It doesn't get any better than that, if you ask me. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. First dry fly session of the year. The line's amazing, I'm really happy with the line. And yeah, it's been a success. I'll leave the video there, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Cheers everyone, bye.